Productivity Arata. If you want to create new habits that are useful for your future, then write this down. It is necessary to develop consistency. Consistency is the habit of doing what is important every day. We are that which we repeatedly do. To create good habits, you need to develop your consistency. Consistency is an ability, just like any other, and therefore it can be practiced. So if you're thinking it is difficult to practice or that it is tiring to be consistent, here is a useful tip. Do you know what the most tiring activity is? It is to keep thinking about doing something but not actually starting it. You certainly know what I'm talking about. You think about that activity that you need to do. You think about what you need to do all day, but you keep messing about, and that is tiring. That is the guilt that we carry for messing about, for procrastinating. It is something that tires us from inside. Always compare how worn out you will feel if you procrastinate with how you will feel if you do something now. Procrastinating is tiring because of the guilt that we feel for not getting things done. Generally, it is worth it to act now, and then we suffer for less time. And the indirect advantage of that choice is that it also increases our consistency. When I have consistency, I don't even think about doing something or not. I don't think about when I'm gonna do it or how I will do it. I just do it because that practice is natural. It is part of my routine. Consistency doesn't depend on our mood. Moods oscillate. In order for you to learn how to create good habits, forget this false belief that you need to be feeling a specific mood to start. Those who are consistent don't come up with excuses and say that they are not inspired. Whether it is sunny or rainy, consistent people go and make stuff happen. A champion athlete doesn't wait all day for the mood to strike before he goes to training. Even if he's sleepy, lazy or bored, he shows up to training, and as the training starts, he gradually enters this desired emotional state. Do you get it? Don't sit and wait for the inspiration to come before trying to become consistent. First, be consistent, and that's how inspiration comes to you. Consistency is to work in a habitual way, not just in those days that we are feeling motivated and clear-minded, but also on days we are not feeling it. It doesn't depend on our mood because our mood varies. Days can go by slowly, but years run fast. We have the tendency to exaggerate our expectations about what we can do in one day, and we are very modest about the expectations of what we can achieve in 1 year. See, these activities that we practice daily and consistently, although small, they can accumulate and bring about amazing results over the years. Days go by slowly, but years run fast. Remember that when you're too lazy to accomplish your consistent practice, you will see it is worth it. What we do every day has a much greater importance and impact than that which we do only once in a while. And now I want to ask you, what do you want to get done in the next few years? What will you do consistently so that it happens? In my case, I am constantly writing, researching, working with people, perfecting my training, and that's consistency. Every day I see new angles of personal development, and that is something that I love. And that's why Arata Academy has the motto, your continued improvement. To build habits, keep moving. Consistency can seem hard, but it makes life easier. And how can that be? It is difficult to be consistent because there are days in which we feel lazy. We don't want to practice our habit. However, if that reluctance is overcome, then we gain momentum, we keep moving, and so we reduce how much we resist the next practice. Remember inertia, the tendency of unmoving objects to stay put and moving objects to keep moving. So be wary of the need to stop, even if just for a little while. When I stop, I forget where I was. I have to warm up again, I have to get back to that mindset, that inspiration, that vision. I have to remember again who were the people involved, what were their expectations, what can I deliver. I lose the complementary habits, those that we saw in the previous episode. You can go to arata.se/PE08. Do you get it? It isn't just the activity itself that needs to be executed. There is all that contextual information that I lose over time. And the more days go by without resuming the activity, the more difficult it becomes. So I want consistency to build habits, to keep projects fresh in my mind, and to make it easier to go on every day. People often have doubts about how to concentrate, how to keep focus so that they can finally become consistent. So if you want to fully achieve your focus power, I leave you with an invitation. You can go to arata.se/focus course on your browser, because it is focus that will help us to stay consistent during the difficult moments. In a world full of distractions, we have to learn to identify what is important, and we do it every day to reap the long-term benefits. Remember the cost of leaving things for later. If you know it is important to increase your focus, to reap the results of your goals, well, the sooner you fix your lack of focus, the better. So you can visit now Arata SE Focus course to solve that immediately.